Boston College and Wake Forest, first Saturday in November, and Wake Forest impressively gets their 5th win of the season. 28-14, they beat BC. Rich Waltz along with Keith Jones. We knew the ball would be in the air a lot, and it sure was. It was fun to watch. This was an aerial circus, so to speak.
We thought coming in that it would be an entertaining ball game. We were not disappointed. Maybe not a game that people were looking at on the national radar, but a game that if you watched was very entertaining. It started with scoring through the air. Campanaro had an outstanding game for Wake Forest, would ultimately end up with 3 touchdown receptions.
And Tanner Price was throwing it all over the yard. Wake Forest had a 14-0 lead headed into the second quarter.
Boston College problems dealt with them turning the ball over. They got their lone touchdown in the first half there on a pass from Reddick to Amadon.
Again, Campanaro got loose, and that's his 3rd one of the ball game.
Exactly. Everything through the air so far. We went into halftime 21-7.
On to the 3rd quarter. Now, Boston College actually had some momentum in the 3rd quarter. This, a little bit of trickery, and a nice play. Bobby Swigert to Chris Pantelli in the end zone. But they would miss a field goal, a chance to draw closer, and after that, Wake Forest didn't look back.
Not at all.
Josh Harris with a touchdown run. Harris would run for close to 100 yards, and in the 4th quarter, Harris was kind of the feature back. This was a big 4th down stop for Wake Forest.
You go back and look at the season when it's over with, this will be a play that Wake Forest defensively will remember. A late pick there, the 3rd that Reddick had thrown in the ball game, along with the time he laid the ball on the ground, a fumble, and Wake Forest comes out on top.
Final stats, if you add up the number of passing attempts, you get 107. That's 5 shy of the all-time ACC record for 2 teams. What else jumps out at you?
The turnovers are the big thing. 4 turnovers by BC. They kind of shot themselves in the foot every time they got down there. And I think it's just impressive how Wake controlled 3rd down, 13 of 22 on 3rd down conversions.
Road to a bowl game, not easy for Wake Forest, but this is a nice first step. Jim Grobe with Jen Hildreth.
Coach Grobe, 1 win closer to bowl eligibility. And now that this one's over, knowing what you've got coming up on your schedule, can you look back and say this was a must-win for your team?
Well, I think it was. I don't think there's any question, Jen. This is about the longest football game I've ever gone through. We were glad when the clock ran out, but I thought Boston College's kids played really hard, and glad to get the win.
You were so good on 3rd down, set a school record for your number of 3rd down conversions. How are you so effective there?
I have no idea. I didn't know we just set a record. I thought we had a good plan today. I thought we missed some opportunities, but I thought we made some plays. I was proud of our kids making plays when they needed to.
One more record you may or may not have been aware of. Michael Campanaro tying the ACC record for receptions in a game. Did you know that one? You could have put him back in for one more.
I didn't know that, Jen. I think we're going to run it there at the end. But as I said earlier, it's nice to have Camp back.
Yeah, just talk about what he adds out there.
Well, you know, he's a good player and he makes a lot of plays, but he lifts the other 10 guys up. Everybody likes having him on the field.
I'm sure you do.
Including the coaches, yeah.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
All right, that's win number 5 for Wake Forest. Win number 6 not going to be an easy one to get. On the road against Notre Dame, on the road against NC State, and then Vanderbilt, a very solid team coming out of the SEC, comes in here to Winston-Salem.
However, if Wake can continue to move the ball like they did, they've gone to that hurry-up offense, throwing the ball mainly. That is an opportunity for them, and they may just be able to pull 1 or 2 out of those 3 and get themselves back into a bowl.
Yeah, give Steve Lebowski some credit, the offensive coordinator. Very creative effort by that Wake Forest offense and Tanner Price. And it doesn't hurt that Michael Campanaro is back. 28-14 the final. Wake Forest beats Boston College.